Thank you all for sending questions for the Tuesday Q and A. If you guys have questions for me, description box down below with all the details on how you can send me questions. Anyways, Largest85 kicks off the Q and A asking, which gimmick did you like better of Chris Jericho's? His businessman all serious gimmick or the gimmick he has now? Businessman all serious gimmick. That shit was entertaining and that was a good villain in wrestling. I mean, the gimmick he has now is so damn boring. All he is a light bright jacket. That's it. Like, what entertaining thing can Chris Jericho do nowadays? Oh, he can put on 1 or 2 good matches. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I mean, I like Chris Jericho and all, but the shit that he's been doing since returning in 2012, minus the CM Punk stuff, just has been boring. I just didn't really care about it all that much. Just being honest here. Definitely the serious businessman gimmick. And I liked how he used big words and stuff. Johnny Russo asks, how awesome would it have been if Scott Steiner proceeded to put Psycho Sid in a figure 4 leg lock after he broke his leg? That would have been pretty damn awesome, especially since Schleg Daddy, he already laughs his ass off talking about that Psycho Sid injury. Just imagine if Scott Steiner did not know Sid broke his leg, and he goes for a figure 4 leg lock. Oh, Schleg Daddy's reaction would be fucking epic. Lace Up Graveyard asks, what do you think about Lucha Underground? They actually have a lot of talent like John Morrison and Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero is considered talent nowadays? Oh, God. Jesus. I haven't seen anything of Lucha Underground. Being honest here, if you want to send me something of Lucha Underground, go right ahead and I'll check it out and I'll give you my thoughts on a later date, Lace Up Graveyard. So send me something of Lucha Underground for me to check out. Chase Allen asks, do you ever see wrestling becoming mainstream ever again like it was in the past? Nah. Not at this time, maybe in the near future, but right now, no. I feel like if the WWE Network was more of a success than it is now, wrestling could definitely possibly hit that mainstream level. But as of right now, nah, I don't see it hitting mainstream. Maybe in the future, who knows? Paul Marcolino says, how do you feel if you got picked to make breakfast for the Breakfast Club, then they said it was shit and they rubbed themselves with baby oil? I wouldn't give a shit if they called my breakfast shit, because the fact that I was making breakfast for these men is fucking awesome to me, so I wouldn't care. And really, you're saying they're going to rub baby oils on themselves as they're insulting me? Paul, they arrived with baby oil already ready on them. Randy Orton's putting baby oil on his damn pancakes. Come on, Paul. Breakfast Club is always ready with that damn baby oil. Chris Stark asks, what if The Undertaker retired in 2005 after losing to Randy Orton at WrestleMania 21? Oh, God. You would lose a lot of great epic Undertaker matches, which would suck. I mean, we wouldn't get Undertaker versus Batista, Undertaker versus Edge, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels 1, Taker versus Michaels 2, Taker versus Triple H 2, Taker versus Triple H, fortune, fame, and the memory will remain. End of an era Hell in a Cell 3 match with special guest referee Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, and of course, the also terrible WrestleMania 30 match with Brock Lesnar. But we would lose a lot of great Taker moments at WrestleMania if he was forced to retire. Now, what would it do for Randy Orton if he were to win? Oh, it would make Randy Orton look like a big star, make him feel like a big deal. But then you just got to think, how long would the WWE keep it up with Randy Orton to make him feel like a big deal? Because let's not also forget, Chris, that Randy Orton in early 2006, he was like smoking that weed. He was smoking that big pot, and he was still an angry guy backstage. You know, Randy Orton could have ruined that push and ruined that elevation for him and ruined that top spot for him and make him go back down on the damn card. So really, what would Randy Orton beating The Undertaker do for him in the long run at WrestleMania 21? Would it make him feel like a big deal star today? Absolutely. But it would be kind of sad that we would have to refer to Randy Orton's biggest moment of his career as something from 2005. If that's how we're going to look at it, we're going to always keep on saying, you know what? Randy Orton, he still beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It's like, whoop-de-fucking-do. He made The Undertaker retire. That was in 2005. What has he been doing lately? I mean, would he add a couple more world title reigns to his belt? Yeah, sure. But, hell, he's already a 12-time world champion. So, like, really, to be honest, Randy Orton beating the streak, it wouldn't have done anything for Randall Keith Orton. And that's just being truthful here. Snowdrop asks, what if JTG came back and won the Royal Rumble, then beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE World title? Oh, man, that's when I know the WWE's going out of business, Doc. I mean, you're going to have Neighborhoody beat Brock Lesnar? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm a JTG fan. I mean, I love Just Too Good, but seriously. Neighborhoody, JTG, Just Too Gangster, Just Too Good, whatever that JTG stands for, beats Brock fucking Lesnar. Not only that, he wins the Royal Rumble to face Brock Lesnar. You wouldn't think the company's in trouble after that bullshit? Oh, no, man. No. I love JTG, but no. Reed19 asks, what if Breakfast Club ran their own country? Oh. It would be a beautiful country. Every year there would be a debate to see who will become the president, and it will be between Triple H, Randy Orton, and John Cena. If you are a lower class citizen, good luck trying to get money because the Breakfast Club isn't giving you any money. If you're a middle class citizen, just don't fuck with the Breakfast Club and you will be fine with the money you have. Now, there's only 6 people who are considered upper class in this Breakfast Club country. That is John Felix Anthony Cena. That is Randall Keith Orton. That is Dave Bautista. That is Shawn Michaels Hickenbottom. That is Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. And it is also Paul Hunter Hearst Helmsley Levesque, otherwise known as Triple H, otherwise known as the King of Kings, otherwise known as The Game, otherwise known as God. Those would be the only 6 upper class human beings on the face of the Breakfast Club country. That's how you would define the Breakfast Club country. Bill Bradford asks, what would you do if the Breakfast Club ate all your breakfast? I'd be happy because they're doing their job by eating breakfast. Why would I be mad that they ate my fucking breakfast? I'll be happy. I'm like, good job, guys. You're doing the thing that you're supposed to do. Eat breakfast. Redwolf316 asks, how excited would the IWC get a Daniel Bryan worth of face-off against CM Punk in a 60-minute Iron Man match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the main event of WrestleMania? You're going to get This Is Awesome chants before the match even starts. Twitter will explode. A lot of the internet fans will be in Twitter jail, so thus they will have to make another Twitter account that says Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk equal awesome 60 minutes. It will be a 40-minute match with a bunch of rest holds for the first 40 minutes, and then a 20-minute ending that's actually pretty damn solid with maybe a 12-minute overtime. And it'll be considered the greatest match of all fucking time. I hope people sense the sarcasm there. Really, the IWC would just freak the fuck out, man. They would treat this match like it's the greatest match they've ever seen. Screw any other match in wrestling history. This will be the best match ever. You can take Stone Cold and Bret Hart and shove it up your ass. You can take any Austin Rock match and shove it up your ass. Shawn Michaels and Triple H, get the fuck out of here. The original Iron Man match between Shawn Michaels and freaking Bret Hart? No, no, no. You do not compare to Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior? Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant? No, we got a new WrestleMania moment with CM Punk in his messed up hair and Daniel Bryan with his ugly ass beard freaking hugging each other after an epic 78-minute Iron Man overtime match. Like, ugh. The IWC would fucking explode. That's all I gotta say about that. Clarkson Lopez asks, what was the best movie you saw this year? X-Men Days of Future Past. Fucking awesome movie. Go watch it. The Gochi Man asks, how better would the WWE be if Shane McMahon was the new owner of the WWE? I talked about this before. It would be a little bit better. I mean, WWE's still public, so you have to look at it, and from a business standpoint, they're still a publicly owned company. But it'll be a little bit better, you know, kind of talking about, you know, the realism and stuff that you see in Ring of Honor and New Japan. Shane would definitely kind of try to bring that over into the WWE television and make it more into the sports entertainment world. So that way, what the guys are doing in ROH and New Japan don't only, like, address the hardcore internet wrestling fans, they also address the casual wrestling fans. So casual wrestling fans can kind of pick up what a Ring of Honor match is like and what a New Japan match is like. So you would definitely see a better in-ring product if Shane was around, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, because don't forget, guys, you know, one of the main successes to wrestling back in the good old days, the Attitude Era, which everyone loves, and I don't want to hear anyone argue that, like, no, this is what the Attitude Era was all about, because the Attitude Era was built around storylines and promos. It wasn't not necessarily the matches that made the Attitude Era. Were there moments in matches? Yeah, there were moments in matches, but it wasn't like every Attitude Era match was like a 5-star match. I mean, seriously, The Rock and Triple H, yes, they had some good matches, but not a lot of their matches were 5-star matches. The Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardy Boys, you could argue that the WrestleMania 17 match was 5 stars, but the 16 match, that was pretty good. And, you know, the first ever TLC match I thought was pretty damn great. Austin Rock, I mean, WrestleMania 15 wasn't really that good of a match, and then freaking WrestleMania 17, it was a good match, minus the stupid fucking ending of Austin turning heel. I'm just saying, you know, it's not mostly about the in-ring action when it comes to wrestling. And I think some wrestling fans don't understand that because a lot of wrestling fans who love the Attitude Era tend to forget what made the Attitude Era successful were the promos and the storylines involved it. So I think Shane would do a good job of giving, the wrestling fans some good in-ring action, but actually giving us some good characters. I don't think it would be a lot better, though. Because to me personally, I think that fans are not interested in watching a 30-minute match where it's just rest hold after rest hold after rest hold and a bunch of fake jiu-jitsu and punching and kicking. I think fans are more excited of the storytelling behind the match. I mean, if you ask anyone today what match they would rather watch, I'm pretty sure a lot more people would want to see a Rock and Austin brawl it out with barely any wrestling moves being executed than a Kyle O'Reilly versus Bobby Fish match in ROH, just being honest here. And I know there's a lot of wrestling fans that love the art form behind it and loved all those flips and kicks and stuff, but really, to be honest, it doesn't necessarily translate to, the casual audience. That's why UFC, it doesn't really translate that big, to a lot of casual audience members. Like, they don't understand why would you want to see two guys just kick each other in the head. Just saying. That's just my opinion. But I don't think it would be a whole lot better. Matt Gochi asks, what do you think of Bruce Blitz? He's alright. I don't really care for him, man. I really just don't care for Bruce Blitz whatsoever. He can do his thing. He's one of the biggest IWC guys, but I just don't care for him. Jake Loomis asks, who has the bigger ego, Triple H or Kanye West? Who has the most money, Kanye West? Okay, so Kanye West has the bigger ego. Because, see, the thing is, to have an ego, you have to be successful with it. Now, Triple H, he has a big ego inside of the WWE. That's where Triple H has his ego. Triple H can't go anywhere else and act like he's a bigger egomaniac than Kanye West. Kanye West thinks he's bigger than the fucking entire world. He thinks the world should be celebrating his mother's death with him. Like, this guy has a huge fucking ego. Triple H's ego is big in the WWE. When it comes to the WWE, Triple H has one of the biggest egos, if not the biggest ego of all time. But Kanye West, when it comes to a whole worldwide thing, he has the bigger ego, so definitely Kanye West. Greg Toomer asks, in your opinion, what was the last great year of music? I think I've answered this before. I said 2008 when I first answered it. John Juicy asks, who are your favorite Black, Asian, Hispanic, and British wrestlers of all time? Black wrestler, the alpha male Monty Brown. Asian wrestler, Kenta. British wrestler, Davey Boy Smith. And Hispanic, Viva la Raza, Eddie Guerrero, with Rey Mysterio being a close second. Mr. Juicy asks, what did you think of 3 Count from WCW? And do you think a boy band faction could still work in wrestling today? I thought 3 Count was kind of cool, especially for their time, because, the boy band thing was really hot when they started to hit the scene in WCW, and I thought it was actually giving these guys who were just cruiserweights an interesting character and gimmick that you can kind of get behind and you can kind of like. As for, the boy band faction today, could it work in wrestling? I don't know. Because you see some fans, there's some fans like me who would actually enjoy seeing a boy band gimmick like that. Like, 3MB? I had no problem with 3MB. I thought 3MB were going to be some entertaining, fun faction. I mean, Heath Slater, he's a hilarious guy. I felt this was a good way to show off Drew McIntyre's, character besides being all fucking serious all the time. And Jinder Mahal, hell, he needed something. But everyone hated three-man band. So I don't know if a boy band faction could work in today's WWE because so many fans are so serious and they just want serious wrestlers that seriously scream all the damn time that I don't think a fun faction like a 3 Count could work in today's WWE. And also, when you think of boy bands today, God, they're garbage. There's not a good boy band today. I don't know the classification of what is a boy band today, but some of the people that I hear my little baby cousins like, I think they're garbage as hell. So boy bands today also are labeled as spoiled children. So how would this, gimmick work in today's WWE? I mean, it would more be like, get the fuck off my TV heat than good, stay on my TV heat, if you get what I'm saying. So, no, I don't think it would work today. I mean, it's a good idea and concept. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but, I don't think a lot of wrestling fans would get it, and they would just poon on it the first chance they get. Josh Chambers asks, no, I already answered that one. Oh, no, I didn't. Josh Chambers asks, in your opinion, who is the worst WWE champion in history besides Vince McMahon? Rey Mysterio. He only held the belt for like an hour and 42 minutes. Fucking Cena. You couldn't let Rey just hold the belt till SummerSlam. You couldn't just have Rey Mysterio and John Cena main event at SummerSlam. Like, I'm just saying, 2011 was Ray's last good year in the WWE. Like, his knees were working just fine. And Rey Mysterio and John Cena in California, where Rey Mysterio is pretty much a fan favorite, you know, because there's a lot of Hispanics in California, and a lot of people from the 619 would travel up to LA for a vacation weekend to watch Rey Mysterio. Why not have Rey versus John Cena at SummerSlam 2011? Why not? That would be a good fucking match. A babyface versus babyface match. Rey was, at that time, not getting booed a lot by the fans. He was still fucking hot. They just missed the boat on that one because they wanted to rush CM Punk back. And I understand why the WWE wanted to rush CM Punk back, but Rey versus Cena would have been a fine main event for SummerSlam 2011. That's just my opinion. So Rey is definitely the worst. I mean, he only held the belt for like an hour, 45 minutes. Ridiculous. Slap Nuts 2000 ass. What if you were chanting Scott Steiner's name in the arena while he was cutting a promo, and then Scott Steiner points at you and says, "Shut up, you fat ass, down." Oh, sit your fat ass down. Sorry, I messed up. I saw fat ass and I had to freak out about it. I would mark out. That would, you know, like the Brock Lesnar guy when he goes, "Oh," this would be me. I'd be like, "Scott Steiner, Scott Steiner," and then you'd be like, "You fat ass, sit down," and I'm gonna be like, I'll be like a little fucking nerd, and everyone would make fun of me, and I'll become an internet sensation, like the guy Scott Steiner called a fat ass or something. I don't know what my name would be, but I would fucking love it. Jay Walker asks, do you think JBL is an underrated heel? I've said this before, but yes, I do think he's an underrated heel. Yeah, is he really meant to always get title shots? No. But is he a good heel for a champion that you want to test out with? Sure, why the fuck not? He's good to test out a champion. Like, you know, Batista, how is his run going to do? Let's pair him up with JBL and see what he can do with JBL. Rey Mysterio, let's pair him up with JBL. CM Punk, let's pair him up with JBL. I mean, he does get heel heat on himself and, you know, makes the people cheer for the babyface, so yeah, he's pretty underrated. I don't think he's a great heel. I mean, he is a good long, like, I'll say this, he was a great long transitional WWE champion. He was definitely great at that. But when you look at overall heel, after he lost the title, I don't know, he just became really, really fucking weak. That's just me, but he was good for his time. Real Heel asked, what if TNA did a storyline where Samuel Shaw rapes Christy Hemme? Weren't they already doing that? No, they didn't really finish that, didn't they? Like, Mr. Kennedy got involved. You know, I just don't get it. That would actually make sense, Real Heel, for any wrestling promotion to do, like, a rape storyline. I mean, rape is such a big topic in the world today. And if you want someone, especially like a Samuel Shaw, who has no reaction whatsoever, the fans are chanting, "Thank you, Dexter," to this guy. They compare him with Dexter Morgan from the TV show Dexter. You would think, if you want Samuel Shaw to get over as a heel, have him rape someone. Have him. It's a TV show. Wrestling is a fucking TV show. These are TV characters. If you want someone to be hated automatically by the live crowd, have them say he did rape Christy Hemme. We don't need to see a video or anything like that showing it, but just hint it. Just have Christy be afraid of people in the locker room. They ask Christy, "What's wrong? What happened to you?" And she says, "I got fucking raped by Samuel Shaw." That is something that could actually relate to some people in the world today. That is actually a news topic that people talk about to this very fucking day. How come wrestling TV shows don't take fucking advantage of having that? Of having a character that goes beyond the limits and actually breaks. You know, it's funny because WWE calls themselves a reality era. They don't do anything realistic. They really don't. Dean Ambrose is putting goo inside fucking briefcases. TNA, you know, you have something, you can be more edgy. You're TV-14, but they don't do shit that's TV-14. Oh, well, they have hardcore matches every week, Chase. Who gives a fuck? None of these hardcore matches mean anything. It just shows that they like to do stupid stuff with their bodies. You can do dramatic storylines like this, like have Samuel Shaw be a fucking rapist. Hell, like, I'm so surprised WWE has not made, or TNA, or any wrestling company has not made an abusive boyfriend storyline as of late. With all the shit that's going on with Ray Rice, Greg Hardy, and all these other NFL players beating up their wives, I can't believe the WWE hasn't thought of an interesting way to make a good heel on your fucking TV by having some guy beat up a diva. And I don't condone any of this. I'm just saying, because wrestling is a TV show. This is a TV show, like a Breaking Bad, the TV show, like a Walking Dead, the TV show. You can have some fiction in here. Because these people are not like who they are outside of the professional wrestling business. If they are, they're fucking crazy. But I'm saying, like, you could have great TV characters like that, so I don't know. And I'm sorry I went on that tangent and stuff like that. It just pisses me off because there's so many real-life world situations that the WWE and TNA and all these other wrestling promotions can take to put into their storylines to actually make you care and get you interested on a personal level, but they never go there. They never fucking go there. It's a TV show, damn it. Who cares if they're real people acting in front of a live crowd? It's still a fucking TV show. Namaste. Calm down, Chase. John Cool asks, how pissed off would the IWC be if WWE ended WrestleMania 30 with a Breakfast Club Fatal 4-Way main event between John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, and Batista for the WWE World Heavyweight title? Oh, they would be pretty fucking pissed because at that moment in time, Daniel Bryan was the hottest motherfucker. Like especially if you had it where like Triple H beats Daniel Bryan earlier in the night. John Cena beats Bray Wyatt to enter the championship match. And then to piss them off even more, you have it where John Cena shows the biggest test of his strength. You have it where John Cena puts Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton on his shoulders and hits a triple FU. That would be the biggest FU to a lot of IWC fans. Oh, no, dude, the IWC would riot. Like, you know, would there be a lot of people saying they would stop watching wrestling? Yeah, but then I'll see them tweet about it and Facebook message me about it and send me questions about it anyway. So really, to be honest, like, they'll be pissed off about it. They'll be super pissed. Some might take month breaks, but they'll be back. They'll be back because, you know, wrestling is kind of like an addiction to some fans, especially if they watch it way too much. Whoa, this is a real fucking huge name. Worldwide Nation Wrestling Shooters. I hope I got that right. How would you react if your doorbell rang and it was Randy Orton and he told you he just moved next door to you? I would, you know what I was just doing? I would be like I would say no way in a mouthing way, and then he'd be like, yeah, you know, I just need some help, you know, tell me where the coolest food place is. I'll be like, right over there, Mr. Orton, and I would bug Randy, dude. Like, Randy would hate me, dude. Randy would fucking hate me. I'd be like, hey, Randy, I made an extra pie for you, man. Like, do you want to, like, I would be the annoying neighbor. I'll be like that annoying neighbor that you see on those comedy TV shows. That would be fucking me because that's one of my favorite wrestlers. And he's moving next door to me. Oh my fucking God, dude. I'd be on cloud fucking nine. That'd be fucking awesome. Crowley, the King of Hell, asks, do you watch Supernatural? I am on that show. No, I haven't. It's on Netflix and I've been meaning to check it out. So, yeah, I'll give you my thoughts if I ever watch it. It all depends. Like, you know, I have to wait till my school schedule kind of frees up. Right now it's midterm time in college, so I got to focus studying on that. But when the time comes, maybe I will check out Supernatural. If you can, Crowley, the King of Hell, just comment down below like a quick little synopsis of what the show's about to kind of get me interested in watching it. Final Limits asks, what did you think of ECW in 2009 with feuds like Christian versus Swagger versus Dreamer? Alright, I'm going to be honest here, Final Limits. I know Christian put on some good matches during that time, but I frankly did not care, nor did I watch because ECW was dead to me. It was just like, here was this great wrestling company that was trying to do different in the wrestling business in the late 1990s, and you totally butcher it. And, like, I stopped watching ECW literally, like, late 2007. I was just done with that crap. I was like, I don't care that CM Punk finally won the title. I just don't. I don't care about this brand. I don't care what they do with it. They're never going to treat it like it's a big deal. I mean, it's nothing against Christian, Swagger, and Tommy Dreamer because I do remember some of the pay-per-view matches Christian had, and they were good matches, but I just didn't really care. That's just my honest opinion on it. Little Fish asks, what do you think of the 2010 Money in the Bank match at Mania 26 that Swagger won? Did you like that match or not, and how did you feel about the show? WrestleMania 26 is a pretty good Mania. I think it's a good Mania. I mean, you got a lot of the guys on the card. I think the thing with that Mania is that a lot of wrong guys went over. Like, you should have had Sheamus beat Triple H. And, you know, I don't understand why Jericho beat Edge. Like, what the fuck? CM Punk should have beaten Rey Mysterio. That would have been a big win for CM Punk's career and stuff like that. But, yeah, I thought it was a good Mania for what it was. And that Money in the Bank ladder match, it was a little bit of a cluster, and there was like so many stupid moments in that match where I'm like, the guy should be grabbing the briefcase. Like, why is Evan Bourne more worried doing the airborne off the damn ladder instead of fucking grabbing the briefcase, you know? But it was a good match, but it was like kind of clustery, and Jack Swagger winning was the wrong decision. Because look at how he turned out as world champion. Ugh, just terrible. Brody Loney asked, what would Hulk Hogan look like without his famous mustache? Weird? Yeah, that's my answer, weird. He would look weird without it. Randy Bassetti asked, what if Bryan came back without a beard? Would fans think he looks weird, and how would Bryan himself feel looking himself in the mirror? I wouldn't know how Daniel Bryan would feel, but I bet you he would kind of like be weirded out by it at first. He'll be like, huh, this feels weird that I have no beard anymore. Like, he would be trying to touch it, and he'll just be weird that he can actually touch his jaw now, and he can like feel the niceness of his skin. He would be definitely weirded out by that. Would the fans care? I don't know, because there's some fans that hate Daniel Bryan's beard. So I think a lot of fans would be like, finally, thank God this motherfucker finally cleaned up. I mean, maybe the true diehard Daniel Bryan fans would be kind of upset, but like, you know, for me personally, I would like if he shaved the beard. I mean, one of the main reasons why I hate Daniel Bryan is that he looks so damn ugly. I'm going to be honest here, man. That's one of the main reasons. I'm like, God damn, dude. It's like, I'm being dead serious here. When I was watching WrestleMania with a lot of my friends were like, how can we take Daniel Bryan seriously? The guy doesn't even take himself seriously. He looks like a hobo. That's what he looks like. He looks like a hobo in the middle of the ring. Like, if casual fans are thinking Daniel Bryan looks like a fucking hobo, is that a good thing? I don't care how good of a wrestler you are. If you look like a hobo, that's not good. If casual fans think you're a hobo, that's not good, man. That isn't good. Reginald D. Huff asked, what video game music that is sad that made you cry? If it has ever made you cry, that is. The Kingdom Hearts music when Axel dies, that made me cry. That was beautiful music. That Kingdom Hearts thing. I think I fucked up that part, but you know the theme. It's also the theme that Shion died on. But wait, we were supposed to get ice cream. Like, way to ruin a great moment, Jesse McCarthy. Fuck you. Reginald D. Huff, you asked another question. Remember, one per video, buddy. I'll answer this in the next Q&A, Reginald D. Huff, unless you want to send another one. I Love Watermelon 525 asked, how would you have rebooked the next angle and Cena's involvement in it? Easy. I would have made John Cena the actual leader of the Nexus and have it where he was the guy pulling the puppet strings the whole time. And that he was saying that he hated what he saw down there on NXT, and he said these superstars deserve better. And you would have it where Cena was the badass heel leader, where he was pretty much helping these guys to become stars. And then afterwards, you could have either done the storyline ending where Wade Barrett or maybe Skip Sheffield, whichever guy you wanted to push, turns babyface and beats Cena at WrestleMania, or you have Cena see the error of his ways and face off against Wade Barrett at WrestleMania. That's what I would have done. That's the simple booking that they should have done with John Cena in the next angle. Pietro Nilton asks, how rare would it be if the Wyatt family members shaved off their beards, still acted the same creepy way, but came out in suits like Rollins and Kane for the matches and got rid of the dirty redneck clothes? Or would you like that? No, I wouldn't like that. Because then the Wyatt family would go corporate, and then you would make some redneck hicks try to be all fucking creepy wearing suits. Like, the fuck? Is the USA Network having a new series of suits coming out or something? Are they trying to push that shit down our throats? Yeah, no, fuck that. That sounds terrible. Nintendo Fanboy 1998 asks, what would you do if you got home and caught good mic work and Cena smashing on your bed? What would you do? What the fuck? I would go into my room, my mom's room, where the M40 is in my fucking house, and shoot good mic work. There you have it. That's a weird ask. Why are you asking that? Why would you? That's weird. Justin Side asks, what would you do if you woke up one day and you heard sex noises and you caught Scott Steiner fucking the shit out of your mother? What would you do? Remember that M40 I was talking about? As much as I love Scott Steiner, you do not touch my fucking mom. I don't care who the fuck you are. I will shoot you with that. That's just the bottom line when it comes down to it. I love you, Scott, but my mom's off limits. She's my mom for a reason. She's my mama. I don't want anyone trying to hurt my mama or trying to abuse her. That's just how it works. Sherrod Horror asks, have you watched the episode about Blas and the Girl Meets World last Friday? I'm a little bit behind Sherrod on my freaking Girl Meets World. I've been meaning to catch up on it, but with school and other activities, I just haven't, man. So, Yeah, I just haven't yet. Lonely Low asks, have you ever cried for wrestling? Yeah, there's moments I've cried for wrestling. WrestleMania 17, I cried when Austin turned heel. That fucking shit pissed me off when he fucking shook hands with Vince. I was crying my eyes out. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. At the end where Shawn retired, I cried. Rick's retirement, I cried a little bit. You know, there's times I've cried for wrestling for sure. You know, I don't know, tears of happiness or tears of sadness, because there's a lot of tears of sadness when it comes to TNA. Fuck. Lino Gino asks, who would win in a fight, Squall or Lightning? Oh, God. I'll give you a funny answer. Squall will just look at Lightning, and Lightning will give a boring expression that no one gives a fuck about, so Squall won't give a fuck about her and walk away. That's the funny answer. But in reality, they're kind of similar. I don't know. Lightning has what? Like that weird fucking god powers, right? She's a god, apparently. That's what I read. So if she's a god and Squall kind of just a normal dude, I guess you have to give the edge to Lightning just because she's a god? Isn't she a god? I don't know. You Final Fantasy fans tell me, because I remember reading like a little Wikipedia thing and about Lightning Returns and she's a fucking god or some shit. Like, she controls time or whatever. Like, how could Squall beat that? Like, all I know about Squall is that he has the Gunblade. And even though the Gunblade's pretty damn awesome, man, I mean, can you really beat fucking Lightning when she's a god? Just saying. Well, doesn't Lightning go into the real human world? Fuck it, Squall wins, because Lightning sucks dick and I hate her. Worst Final Fantasy protagonist ever. She's so fucking boring. She literally is just like... oh, God, fuck Lightning. And Jack Trice closes out the Q&A asking, what does Final Limits and Largest have the sad face icons? Are they really sad or depressed or something or something? Have you ever wondered? I always thought they had the sad face icons because those icons represent what they think about the WWE. As long as I've known Final Limit Sport and Largest Sport, you know, they've always had icons about their feelings of the WWE. And they uploaded those, well, I know Final Limits uploaded his sad face icon like literally right after Money in the Bank. So I was just picturing that Final Limits is sad that Johnson was champion again. And that he's just sad about how crappy the WWE is. Like, that's just me. That's what I get out of it. I don't think they're sad or depressed whatsoever. They don't seem like they're sad or depressed. And if they are, they can always Facebook message me and talk about their problems. I'm here to listen to all. Anyways, guys, that's it for this edition of the Q&A. I hope to see you all next time. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Peace.